Moving forward to maybe the most memeable bowl that we have on our slate here, the Duke's Mayo Bowl between North Carolina and West Virginia. The Mountaineers are 6.5-point favorites, and this game carries an over-under of 54 points. Kicks off Wednesday evening at 5:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. North Carolina, no, they played in this stadium earlier in the year. It is not, and they played in Duke's Mayo Bowl a couple years ago, so this is not unfamiliar territory to them. Now, we're looking at rain during the day, but it should be well out of the area by kickoff, so it's not going to be a washout, that's for sure. It should be better conditions than maybe the day is shaping up to be earlier on. North Carolina, well, they're without a ton of players as well. Drake May, of course, opted out, as did their top defender star linebacker Cedric Gray, receiver Tez Walker. They're down a lot of guys. Between injuries and opt-outs, 9 starters will likely not play in this game. Wide receiver Nate McCollum, though, he will play. He is listed on the depth chart, so I'm assuming he's going to be out there, which is a nice boost to this offense. And, of course, Amarian Hampton is going to play in this game. Now, last year, the Tar Heels were really, really shorthanded against Oregon and almost won despite being 2-score underdogs. That may be fresh in the minds of those considering this game, but the biggest difference, they had Drake May last year, who almost single-handedly willed them into contention during that Holiday Bowl. He, of course, is not playing in this game. Now, on the other side, West Virginia, they do have a handful of rotators and backups that are in the portal, but the real absence here is all-conference center Zach Frazier. He suffered a bad injury, had to get season-ending surgery for it, so he will not play in this game, and he's not returning to Morgantown. He's off to the NFL after this. Their top receiver, Devin Carter, was hurt in their last game. It is worth monitoring. He played limited snaps. I've been seeing him on the injury report, but, check pregame warmups to see if he is playing or not. He's not a mover on the point spread per se, but he's a difference maker on the field. So the Tar Heels have not been great in bowl games under Mac Brown this time around. Their last win came in 2019, and then they've lost their last 3 outings in the postseason. Now, the quarterback will be Connor Harrell. He's a dual threat kid, redshirt freshman, big arm, nice, talented kid, can break tackles pretty well, but that's who's going to be out there, certainly a backup for North Carolina. He'll get an audition, I suppose, before Max Johnson comes in as the presumed starter for next year. Now, against FBS competition, North Carolina allowed 30 or more points in their last 6 games, including 40 twice to Georgia Tech and a very shorthanded Duke team. Plus, now they're down their best defenders. So if I'm looking at bets in this one, I like the angle of over 30.5 team points for West Virginia. Bettors beware, if you're picking sides, total, stuff like that, it feels like a mystery box game with a lot of inconsistency on both sides of the ball, numerous absences. I'm trying to isolate as much as I can. I do think West Virginia's offense is going to have a lot of success against this North Carolina defense, shorthanded North Carolina defense at that. So over 30.5 team total points is my favorite bet for the Duke's Mayo Bowl.